most of us wake up with a start and feel that heartbeat pumping when the alarm goes off and you're facing the day. But some of us, if you're like me, suffer from anxiety, where it's that crippling feeling and you can't breathe, and it's really, really hard to kind of go past that and get up on a morning. But here's how I do it, because somebody who suffered from severe anxiety for many years, probably most of my life, I still get anxiety awfully on a night and on a morning. On a night when my thoughts have time to kind of come flooding through, and then on a morning with that spike of adrenaline in the morning, as I know I've got to face the day. But the key is not to spend too much time in snooze. I have like probably 30 to 60 seconds of in setting my intentions for the day. Do I want to have more of a restful day or more of an active day? But I don't allow myself any longer, because then if I start to overthink the day, it will all feel too much and I won't be able to get out of bed. This morning was a prime example where I'm feeling really, really panicky. But I know now, out of small steps which have become habits, that I've just got to get out of bed. And for me, it's doing some star jumps, and also then after my star jumps, some yoga stretches and deep breathing. But for me, it's doing something active straight away. So once I've been to the toilet, wash my face, brush my teeth quickly, I put on some podcast or something to pollute my brain, which is positive, and then I just get into some kind of activity, action, just to move my body, because sometimes it's not just our mind. We need to move our body so that we can shake off any anxiety, because it's that feeling of fight or flight. And if we don't shake it off, like a lot of us feel throughout the day, it can then start to really embody us. And even if you put on Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, and have a bit of a crazy dance first thing in the morning, I love that too. Just something where you're moving, and you're just moving your body, waking it up. Try not to overanalyze your thoughts. Now, I wouldn't say just shut off your thoughts, but I think first thing on the morning, try not to let them all just come flooding in, because if it does, like me, you then won't get out of bed and you wouldn't want to face any of the day because you're overthinking every single aspect. That's why, whilst I plan the day ahead what I need to do, I try not to overthink it through, because then it will just kind of analysis paralysis by overthinking. So just moving first thing, not snoozing too long, getting up straight away, doing those deep breaths, putting on something positive like a podcast, or studying as I do on a morning when I'm trying to come round, and then even just for me this morning, putting on a bit of makeup, just doing I try and do my little stretches whilst I'm doing my makeup, but just breathing in to do my makeup, or whatever routine it is for you on a morning, even if it's making a coffee, breathing into that, having a meditative state. That said, with coffee, I now only drink decaf too, because I know whilst I crave a good kick of caffeine in the morning, and it's that habit and that placebo sometimes, actually for my anxiety, that just overloads my anxiety with having that shot of caffeine as well. And then throughout the day, it sets me up wanting more and more and more, because I'm an all or nothing person. Same if I were to have something sweet on a morning, I'm just best to get up and get moving. I also try best, I know life isn't always like this, but to schedule my day so that all my kind of like anxiety provoking or like people work is done on a morning, so then I know I can start to wind down for the night. So then at night I'm not feeling like I've got to get that adrenaline again to face people, because I get quite a lot of social anxiety and anxiety around people. Whereas once I've set myself up and I've actually seen people or spoke to them in the morning, you actually do feel better as well with that social connection. So you don't have as much time to convince yourself out of things or that you're going to struggle with a situation. So just doing that first thing, just showing up for yourself is so important. And then the rest of the day always feels that bit easier. I still get it at night as my brain's starting to close down. But often that's when I know I need to go to sleep, or do something like reading or studying or taking my mind off something. It's trying not to just like dull my mind with social media scroll, which can be anxiety provoking in itself, but just to shut it off, because there's only so many thoughts that we can process. And like they always say, your actual worry is very rarely going to actually happen. So I'd love to know how you manage your anxiety, if you suffer from anxiety like me, or maybe you just get moments where you feel really anxious, how you manage with them. Deep breaths at different times of the day. At the evening, progressive muscle relaxation really works in bed, even some gentle belly dance. So going lighter on the evening to wind down, I find helps, and then supercharge in the morning. And that kind of rough routine, I know we don't always get it right every day, but that helps me wind up for the day and then wind down for the day too. So I'd love to know what helps you. Sending you so much peace, love, and sparkles and shimmies.